Hello, everybody. As usual, I got to fire up a few minutes early because that's just how I tend to roll. It are what it are. I got lots of fun stuff to show and to talk about and to do, but I'm going to have to keep it somewhat short today. Everybody. So we will see as I have grandkids hanging upstairs. And I know everybody's only here for the drawing anyway, right? Or the drawings. Replace pinned message with that pinned message. There it is. If anybody feels like joining in, somebody please help me. Give me an audio check. Morning, Mr. Phantasm. How are you? And I know I started early, but hey, gotta have my jalapeno beef stick chomps for lunch. You hear me all right? And my little shot of juice. My little shot of juice. G. Key Man, how are you, sir? What a day, it's been a zoo. Ended up with the grandkids here for the weekend, so I've been taking care of them this morning. Told the wife, okay, it's your turn. And I got to dodge out for a bit. So we'll see how long it goes today. But, let's see. I got lots of cool stuff. Oh, yeah. Need to dig that out. Link is up there in the doobly-doo at the toppy, pinned, if anybody feels like hopping on the screen to help me out with this lovely giveaway and general goodness BS-y session. Okay, you guess. Well, hopefully it gets better than that, G-Key Man. And I am doing spectacularly well, actually. Doing good. In the hood. Been 3D printing full today. Now they got some things kind of worked out, which I'll be showing those off today as I go a little bit. Got my pick handles for the window, both sides. Shows off the logo. Hey, Zoe the cat, how are you? That I've been working on the design for a while on. I wasn't sure initially how that was going to work, actually using that. But after I kind of got it and I got to playing with it a little bit, that actually makes a really nice little finger rest that actually gives you pretty doggone good control. I'm kind of happy. The one thing I did not do, as you can see, they're slightly shorter. This is a 44 Delta handle. They're slightly shorter. He has this locking mechanism in the back end. Kind of locks it together. I may try and come up with something like that and lengthen them a little bit. I don't know. We'll see what you guys think. I don't mind the length as is. What I've done is I have a triple press fit magnet system in there to hold them. Pick snaps in. That one snaps on the other side. Fits on the halves. I mean, it doesn't, not moving. It's not prying apart, not falling apart. Because that's what I had some people ask for was a window, right? I wasn't going to try and ask 44 Delta to make special pick handles just for me. So I came up with my own. My son-in-law helped me with the initial design. His were a little bit thicker, so I downsized them just a little bit. So they're about the same thickness as the 44 Delta handles, just a little bit shorter. So far, there are the colors that I've done. Black, this is a luminous blue, so it glows in the dark, and red. Maybe eventually I'll get some more colors, but I had to steal the red from the son-in-law because I don't have any red. So what do you guys think? Do they need to be longer? Or is the length to match kind of the pick itself adequate? I think that does just fine myself. But that's me. I might be a little prejudiced or something. But I'll leave that to you guys. I'm not going too far into much of anything because it's kind of early. But, you know, that's just kind of how I roll. See, this type of tensioners does not work in that type of a lock. I like those tensioners, but it just does not work in there. Chuck Soup, how are you, sir? You dig the raw metal handles? I don't mind the raw metal handles necessarily either, but I've got fairly large hands, and that a little extra for a longer picking session, I do kind of like. Need to try it out and give you an honest answer. Yeah, and that's kind of where we're at, right? Gonna have to have them test it out a little bit, see how they're going. And that Chuck Soup is awake. Awake, I hear ya. I don't know. I don't know. There might be tweaks I need to make yet. Who knows? This is the initial design. You know how that goes. You put something out, and then you figure out how to pick it, and twist it. And what did we get there? New mentions. Just had to use another turner. I could have done it with the one in the kit. Just would take practice. Very nice. Okay, let's get back over here. Oh, what do we got? Mr. Skip sent me something. Ooh, Skip has a package coming today. Yep, should be the tensioners. At the bottom right of your mat there. So it looks like a hook with 2 holes in the handle. Hook with, oh, this way over here. That is a tension wrench. This comes off. That's a spread tensioner for, so you can tension both ends. Allows you to do a little more control and tensioning. I need to adjust it a little bit though. It doesn't fit the lock that I wanted it for. So I'm going to take and narrow these up just a little bit so it fits better. Well, that is the left, right? G-key man, that's the left. Took me a second, guys. I'm slow, all right? Orgus, how are you, good sir? Now it's good afternoon here. Yeah, that's a tension wrench. That's from Southern Specialties, where I got that one from. I originally got it. My thought was to use it on this Miwa, so I could tension both top and bottom, be able to get in and work the wafers. I just need to adjust it a little bit to get it to fit that. So I just haven't had time to do that. So it's been sitting there waiting. Yeah. Part of the coolness club. All right, let's just move that aside. Let's move onward and upward. So anybody who knows what this one is, this is the Force EDC set from Southern Specialties. I got Aaron to make a little minor tweak for me. So you have a nice little rake. There's a nice little 2-peak rake. There is a nice little short hook. And the kit just would not be complete without a dog leg. So I have a force set with a dog leg in it. And then it comes with a nice little double-sided tension tool. Actually, a very cool little kit. So this one is definitely going in my wallet to replace some of the other little pocket pick sets, because that's actually a little more usable with those, with a little bit of a handle on there. They're actually pretty doggone cool kit, man. Really, really like those. I think it turned out beautiful, and getting him to tweak it a little bit for me is even better yet. Black Smoke Joe, Delbert Alexander, how are you guys doing? Right? My little tweaked up force set. And then I also got in there some lovely little... Look at the engraving he put on those. Those are kind of cool. Those will go into some swag or giveaways at some point. And then there were these. I'm not exactly sure what all of this is for. That's like a little saw on the back. It's got like a ruler on this side. I'm not sure what this back piece is for. If anybody knows what that is, let me know. Then it has this, which, if I'm not mistaken, is a handcuff shim. Got 2 of those in the kit as well. Very, very nice. And thank Mr. Aaron very, very much. Yeah, that little mini's cool. I like that little set. It works surprisingly well, and having the... You know, I had to tweeze him or tease him and beg him, but threw a dog leg in there for me in that set. So one of a kind set right there. Gotta make a store run. Be right back. Hey, Mr. Rob Picks, how are you, good sir? How are you? The other thing I was showing off, there is the pick handles that I made for my picks with the window in it. You can see the artwork and the size through the handles. One thing I wasn't too sure, yeah, it looks like a bottle opener, I guess. Thin enough metal, I don't know how good of a bottle opener it would be. I wasn't really sure how well they were going to work, but that actually makes a pretty decent resting spot for your finger while picking. Gives you a little more control, actually. So they're working out pretty well. So far, I have done those 3 colors. They are a triple magnet press fit design. Snap on and lock on pretty doggone well. So there you go. Yeah, I don't think they turned out bad. Now I did do, so here's a 44 Delta handle, and they are shorter. I did not extend it out and put the little locking tab that he has in the bottom end of it. I've thought about doing that, but I didn't do that initially. These are the same length, as just enough to fit the handle. But the way they snap on there, they aren't going anywhere. They feel pretty solid. I don't know. It's just a matter of if we need longer, or if there's enough people to think they need it to be a longer handle. I don't know. Don't know. We'll have to see as they get out there and get messed with. I'll probably throw them up on my store here once I get some more made up. I had a request for some from Mr. Brian Break Shit. So that'll be kind of cool. And not good for talk. Let's see, what do we have up here? Admin channel. All right. So, yeah, those are the 3 colors I've done so far. I'll put them out there and we'll see. Throwing magnets in them. And yeah, go for broke. My son-in-law helped me with the initial design. I love 44 Delta's system of the magnets where they go in and they slide and lock in, but I didn't want to try and steal his design and property at all, so I didn't mess with that. I did just do a press fit, but the magnets actually fit in there tight enough that I'm using a punch set for pew work to drive the pins into place. So, yeah. Western Massacre, how are you, good sir? ITFB Chris, howdy howdy. Swamp Picker, holy cow, man, look at the whole crew is here. All right. And then what other goodness? What other goodness did I get from Southern Specialties in my last order? Brian Breaks Shit, how are you? Got another little tool set. Little chaos rake in there, a quad peak, and a short flat hook. These are kind of neat. I kind of like those little handles. They're kind of cool. Something else that'll show up as a giveaway at some point. I was just showing them off there, Brian. There are the 3 colors. There they are on the handle or on the pick. See inside of there. That actually works. Like I said, it actually works pretty good as a thumb rest when you're picking. And I made a finger groove on the top, so or bottom, depending on which way, for you backwards pickers. But they work. They work. All right. Some of this stuff out of the way. All the good guys followed you in. Yeah, that's right, Black Smoke. Thank you for drawing them in. Now, the star of the show. Get a load of that beautiful engraving. All right, let's just zoomy. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that incredible, guys? Isn't that just beautiful stuff? I mean, holy cow, dude. Gorgeous, man. Simply gorgeous. I am. Oh, Rusty Spoon, how are ya? Yep, I'm printing away. I will hopefully have yours done this weekend. I'm going to be out of town for a couple days, but I'll hopefully get them done so I can get them bundled up for you here soon. There. That is the set I'm giving away today. As the secondary prize, since I had some extra stuff come in, I thought I would add another one to it. Now, Sparrows, since I'm sure Sparrows actually watches my content and gives a crap what I have to say. Pay attention. Both sides. Sparrows, put your artwork on both sides of your picks. It would be so much sweeter. But dude, these things are beautiful. Beautifully, beautifully done. That's the set I'm giving away. There is another set, but I'm keeping those. They're going to go on my display rack down here. And the funny thing is, I talked to Aaron about him because I'm like, man, how did you get him to look like that? It is incredible. And he's like, that was actually a mistake as a misprint. They weren't supposed to be that way. Get these laid out, and then we'll zoom in on those too. Because they're a little different. It's that same skull, but let's just zoom down here and see if we can get that to focus. See how you got the reds popping in here? See that reds and purples and the blacks and the way it fades around? That is absolutely beautiful. And he said that actually happened because the laser bed wasn't exactly level, and that's what causes that to happen. I'm like, man, keep doing it because that is just sick. A little better. There we go. But to me, gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. The skulls don't pop quite as well. Let's see if we can get that to focus. Or is that too much? Get down here a little more. Focus. Come on, baby. You can do it. There. Look at that. Look at that coloration. Look at that coloration coming in up there. And then you got like some greens showing over in here and the blacks. That is just, that'd be exactly right, Black Smoke Joe. That is a perfect mistake. They are beautiful. So those are going on one of my display racks. And they're going to hang out down here. They'll probably go on this rack. Maybe right here. Absolutely stunning. Again, engraved on both sides. Fancy, fancy, fancy. Yes, fancy, fancy. The ones I'm giving away are the perfect set for the rakers in the crew. And then the other tool Happy accidents like Bob Ross. There we have that. There we are, guys. There's the other one that is part of the giveaway today. Pocket tool, and there's the pick profile that I have in that. That's the other part of the giveaway today. It is the glass-filled nylon handle, has the pocket clip on the other side, which is reversible, by the way. You can swing that around to either side. And there's the pick profiles that I selected to throw in there. So now comes the questions for you guys. Oh, maybe if I can figure out how to do it. Engage with your audience. Start a poll. All right. Single spin. I'm putting up a poll, guys. I would like you guys' ideas. What should we do? Last man standing or a single spin for the win, since we're doing two different giveaways? See, and then I made the secondary tension wrench that nests down inside of here. So, and the second one drops in on top. Like so. I may not get it out, whoever the winner is, just so you know. I may not get it shipped out until towards the later on in the week. Just because I got to be out of town for a couple of days, and I'm got to wait for payout from my store, so I have money to pay for the shipping. Here's another cool one for you guys. I just made an order from, hey, Mr. Skip, welcome in. How are you? I made an order through Packlock because I needed to get a couple new cores, and I thought, well, I'm going to look at a lock, see if I can get a lock from them. And I ordered a 1 series that's got the replaceable core system in it. Nobody can stand the stress, right? Single spin for the win. I get it. And so I went out to LPU Belts to look up and see if that lock was listed. Well, they list that core system, but the lock that's pictured in the description is a 100A, which is not that core system. I'm not sure why, but they're showing a completely different lock on LPU than what that lock actually is. But anyway, I have one of those coming. Well, not yet, but I'm ordering one, along with a couple of cores so I can redo a couple things. So we are just glad you do this for the community. I'm glad I was able to, honestly. You know, I can't thank Southern Specialties enough. This was given to me with my last inventory order, these gorgeous set of picks. And I just figured, you know, he sent me the 2 sets, the off-brand and these, or not the off-brand, but the mistake set and these. So I thought, man, let's share those out, and I'm going to give these away to the community. And then this one, I had an extra handle, and I've had enough of the bits laying around to be able to put together another pocket set. So I thought, you know, it's Halloween, right? And I mentioned that it was my birthday in October. Actually, my birthday is Halloween, so everybody celebrates my birthday. Just saying. So I figured I had some of these extra things. You know, there's shipping involved, but beyond that, I'll share it with the community as much as I can. Yep, make sure you please like and subscribe. So I figure we'll do a couple of drawings. I'll do one drawing, and then we'll maybe do some other stuff. Maybe I should ask this question too. Which should we draw for first? Pocket set? Rake set? Yeah, thank you, Phantasm. I'm older than dirt. My doggone daughter tried to take my my candles on my cake, they were just the two numbers, you know. She tried to reverse it to make me look way older. It's like, yeah, darn kids anyway. Happy 39th birthday, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, and I've got some wonderful cake, too. Man, I found a good cake. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. It was good in my tummy. Sorry, guys. You'll have to put up with me. I'm in a mood today. Yeah. Pocket set. Should I do that as another poll? Got 2 pocket sets first. I got this lovely little lock that was sent to me. A Bovie dimple lock. It is a horrible, horrible lock. But I think this will be a good one for me to practice some dimple picking on. Especially this one's got 3 on one side, 2 top, 2 on the other. 7 pins total from 3 different directions. I think that'll be a fun one. Still younger than me. You think so, Orgus? You think so? I don't know. I don't know how old you are, but I am closer to 60 than I am 50. We'll just put it that way. Thank you, Delbert. Then we stay 26. I start reverting backwards, right? It's a neat little dimple lock, but let me just show you. Let's go here. Let's pull out this little lovely. This little reiki. And 7 pins from 3 different directions on this lock. Here's this little tiny pocket rake. And there it is. That's how good of a dimple lock that one is. You know, you would think dimple lock with that many pins coming from that many directions, man, that would be a pretty secure lock. Absolutely isn't. But again, it's a lot of lock, right? These are designed to put on a piece of equipment. So we're the same age then, Orgus. Same age. So it's just made to lock out a piece of equipment while you're working on it. So it doesn't have to be the most secure mechanism inside of it. If it's a plastic body, you can just smash it off if you wanted to or whatever. But for what it's designed to do, it's fine. And man, it is, I mean, super, super smooth. It's actually a very nice little lock. So I'm going to try and do some picking on that one with my set. See what I can do. Hey, Yet, how are you today? Yeah, I saw that you used that to open it up. Well, so what do you think of that pocket set so far, Mr. Brian Break Shit? Hopefully you don't break that shit. What are you thinking of it? Because you just got it, right? Just got it, what, yesterday? I think it showed up to you? What are your initial thoughts? What are your complaints? What could I change to make it better? I wish I could offer you, everybody, all the pick profiles. But if you do want one of these pocket sets from my site, but you don't like the pick profiles that are in there, let me know. I can get different profiles. It just might have to wait until I make my next order. I'm so old, you actually watch the Humana commercials. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Okay. Well, the rankings have spoken. We'll do our first giveaway, and then I'll make you guys wait a little bit. First giveaway. I might need to redo this top, bottom, secondary tension wrench. I need to make it a little bit longer. There's a little bit of a gap down the bottom. I need to get it to fit in there. That way it locks in and just stays in a little better. So I'll make another tension wrench for it before I ship it out. One that fits in there better. But here we go. All right. Let's lay this out one more time. For those Mountain Mick, how are you? For those that are just joining, we will lay this out here. And there we are. There is item 1 for the giveaway. And I believe that the entire crew has spoken. It is going to be a single spin for the win. And whoever wins is going to get pulled out. They're not eligible to win both, right? How about we do it that way? That way we make sure to kind of share the love, spread it around a little bit. That sound fair, guys? So if you win and you decide that you would rather try your luck on the rake set instead, for those of you that are late to the game, I'll show you the other ones quick again. There is the other set of rakes, and there's one short hook in there with the beautiful artwork. It's like I said, Mr. Mountain Mick, Sparrows needs to pay attention. They're engraved on both sides. Sparrows needs to put their artwork on both sides. I love their artwork picks, I really do, but I wish it were on both sides of the picks. All right, let's get over here to the Wheel of Names. Ooh. You guys see that? Is that little dinky dinky? Let's blow it up. Let's do this. How's that? How's that? Everybody see it? Not too dead. How are you, good sir? Oh, wait. What do we got? Oh, wait. What? Oh, okay. All right. Are we ready? We're giving away the pocket set first. I think there's room for a .040 Turner in there too, alongside of the picks. We'll do that after. We'll talk about that after we do the spin. All right, let's shuffle these names up a couple of times. Good. Best of luck to everybody. I agree, Sparrows need some tweaks. Yeah, I mean, I like them. You know, like I said, I'm sure they aren't out there watching my stuff, but all right, let's spin and see who wins. The Fighting Lockpicker. All right, I better make notes or I will forget. When you get my age, man, you need help. I don't care. God, I hate Windows Notepad and what they've done to this stupid thing. It absolutely sucks. All right, congratulations, wonderful sir. He is not here today, but all right, we'll close that up. So, the question, or you were talking about 40,000s Turner. Where would you put a 40,000s? You're talking this style of a Turner or something of that nature, a Z-bar? Yeah, Fighting Lockpicker's awesome. He is a good dude. And how would you make that fit, right? So we have this one. If I had wider, I wish I would have had a little wider metal, but I kind of like this for the top of keyway stuff, right? To me, this one works quite well. It digs in there pretty decent. It's not thick enough that it gets in the way of a pick. It works well. Yeah, I could take a pick with my phone, but you know, I'm not that sharp either. I guess I could always go to the document and I could just note it in my giveaway document. That might work. Duh. Holy Toledo. And, you know, I'll give him this one. He was #1 entry in there. Yeah, exactly. I'd like to get that little pouch, actually, Mountain Mick, that little pocket or that little tension set that Sparrows has with that little snap case. That to me looks like a beautiful case. I'm not sure how good the picks would work for me, or not the picks, the tension wrenches. Not that there's anything wrong with them, but with them being ergonomics Turners and me being a lefty, yeah, ergonomics don't work well for a lefty. Yes, thank you, Mountain Mick, please. 30 just seems thin for most of my locks. Yeah, I didn't measure. Is that what that falls in? It was about 30. If I could find a little thicker metal, you know, I could. It's just a matter of sourcing the material for it, because I'm making those. Well, we've got 2 giveaways today, Mountain Mick. So, yep, and you were second. Yeah, you guys didn't waste any time. So, yeah, we'll be doing another giveaway here after a little bit. But if I could find thicker metal, those are wiper blade inserts that I'm using to make that second tension wrench. Yeah, they come with 3 flats too. I know. I need to just give up and order one of those sets one of these days. I really do. But yeah, if I could find some thicker metal, I would. It's just I'm using what I've got available to make that second, because they don't come with 2 tension wrenches. I wish Southern Specialties would do that, would come up with a secondary tension wrench and add in there. That would be marvelous. And if I can find some other materials or metals to make the tension wrenches out of, as long as it doesn't, because I'm trying to keep the cost the same, right? So I'm just making those and throwing them in. I don't charge anything extra to add extra to it. But if I go out and I buy, commercial metal to be able to do it, then I'd probably have to increase the cost in order to compensate for that. So it is what it is. We'll see what we can do. Any other one there for the late travelers? There's the pick handle with the windows. So far, I have 3 different colors that I've printed out. These are already spoken for. Mr. Brian Breaks Shit. I've been printing away. I hope to get those finished up. I have all the reds printed that you need. I have all the blacks printed that you need. The blues are finishing up right now. So, link is in the top doobly-doo. If anybody feels like hopping on and BSing for a minute, you are more than welcome to. At first I wasn't sure how this was going to work with that window as far as usability, but it actually makes a pretty decent rest, at least for me, for my thumb, which, could work either way. That actually seems to give me actually a little more control. So I'm pretty happy with it, honestly. I'm pretty happy with how they turned out, with how they're working, what they're doing. Let's see. And then I also, reminder, I have the double helix turners. I have a few sets left on the store. They are marvelous. I mean, look at how that just sits and your finger hits it. I want to get a set reversed on the twist a little bit because I think it might be better for me as a lefty, but they are very, very sweet. Very nice tension wrenches. Stu did a bang up job with those. And again, I do greatly appreciate him allowing me to have them on my shop and sell them for him to help get them out there. I have a bunch in the lovely executive leather cases, which they fit in here very nicely. Trying to plug his stuff a little bit. He's working on getting his shop all up and running, and then he'll be selling them over there. I really like this 570, guys. Man, this is just a fun lock to pick. Dead shackle, dead core, but it's sweet. I really like it. It's kind of like a lotto lock, but it's one I can actually pick, so that's why I like it. And then I got that lovely little set. Oh, here you go, Mr. Mountain Mick. The Force EDC set. With a dog leg. Had to happen. Had to happen. Yeah, I love the 570. That's a great lock. Great little lock. These handles, they're basically the same thickness as the 44 Deltas. I am using a press fit magnet. They are slightly shorter. So we'll see what everybody's thoughts are on that. But I don't mind the length isn't a problem for me. I don't think it's a big deal. But again, it really comes up to all of you and what you guys think. I'm on all comments now. I had to see if anyone was a ghost today. Right? I really like that. Yeah, I like how that turned out. I think that's a cool set. I really like it. And it fits in that little wallet most beautifully. Right? The Greyhound Jedi. And I was talking about my order from Pack Lock that I'm placing. Getting a replacement cores for a couple of my 90A Pros that I've pretty well trashed. And getting a UCS 1 Series lock from them. Curious to see what that is like. It's the one where it's replaceable cores. I was looking, guys, dude. I was going to actually show you guys this because to me this was rather crazy. Let me get this up here. See if I can find it again. I was pretty stoked about this one. See if I can find these. So they have their UCS core locks, which you can swap cores in, right? So you can key them all the same or change out or do whatever you want to do. See if I can find it. Come on, dude. Why are they hiding from me now? They don't need to hide. But they're hiding. Based on your browsing history. Well, I don't want to see that. I want to see my browsing history, not your recommended browsing history. Yeah, if we had the funding, we'd have it all. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, we would. Anywho, you can buy the cores, the UCS cores. And I was looking at those and I was thinking, talk about a great way to do challenge lock cores. Because they're great and you can get them all keyed the same. You can get them keyed differently. They've got a lot of different ways in which you can do this. I'll find them here in a second. Let's see. Let's go down here. Cylinders. There we go. 5-pack. And I was honestly quite surprised at the cost. Share my screen. Screen 1, screen 2, which screen is which? You don't tell me which screen is which. Yeah, dummy. All right. Oh. Okay. So these are keyed differently, but 5 cylinders, 10 keys, keyed differently, $46. So it's less than $10 a piece for a US made core that you could then turn around and turn that into a beautiful challenge lock with. Right? Was kind of my thought. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. But you can also get them. They have all kinds of different ones available, right? All kill skills. There's 0-bitted ones. If you want to make your own, they come with 0-bitted keys on top of it. $48. So again, less than $10 a piece for these cores. All right. Looks pretty cool to me. Just saying. That's me. Just saying. You guys are more expert than me. Tell me what you're thinking. You don't want to see my browsing. Well, yeah. Hey, it wasn't my browser history. It was my shopping history on Amazon. And if you didn't notice, it was almost all locks. I was in there looking at some Abises this morning. 7240 and such. I need to get a couple different Abis locks. I have my Abis 83, and then I have this Abis Lotto lock, which I can't open, but I have one. I need to spend more time working on it. Cool lock. Like it. But anywho, good idea or good option for some challenge lock stuff because to me, $10 a piece for those cores isn't half bad to have a nice setup. I don't think, anywho. And then when I get that UCS lock, well, then I can buy different cores, still have different bitting, different keys, different whatever, and just swap the core out to whatever you want it to be. But if you go look at what's listed on LPU belts for that UCS pack lock, they're not showing a UCS. They're showing a totally different lock. So it is what it is. I don't quite understand where that came from because they're showing a 100A, which is not the UCS. It is a different unit completely. So, don't know. Mountain Rod Picks, Rusty Spoon. Yeah, got a nice turnout today. Nice, got 19 people, it says in there. Hopefully, I get 19 likes instead of the 5 it's currently showing me. Just saying, guys. Doesn't cost anything to smack that like button. Oh, everybody cracks me up, man. Just parked. Yeah. Yeah, that was kind of my thought. It's like, I know they try, and they do, and there's some great content out there, there really is, but what they're showing is definitely not the right kind of lock for that particular lock. And I don't know how much different there is. If the 100A, the core style of that, is the same keying as what that UCS will have, don't know. I don't know. Maybe they're the same. It looks like a totally different core. Hey, Mr. Stu, how are ya? Call out them thumb slackers, right? You just hurt my feelers. It's terrible. We already did one of the giveaways. For those of you that just showed up, we gave away the pocket set. The Fighting Lock Picker is the winner of that one. Second one will be incoming. Pick handles. Designed. Rounded off some of the edges. This little window, I wasn't sure what to make of that, but it actually makes a pretty decent thumb rest, at least for me being a lefty while I'm picking. Different colors. Few Avis locks and their different rebrands. Yeah, well, I've got this Avis and then this Brady, which is, I believe, also an Avis, right? Key says Avis. Just a couple different styles of lockout, tagout locks. Yep, the Fighting Lock Picker was the winner of that one. We still have the one that you would probably like the best there, Mr. Stu. This adorable rake set. Because I know you use one of the raking crews. There's the rake set. That beautiful skull engraving on both sides of it. Yeah, I just thought it'd be fun to get a hold of a couple extra of those, of the, yeah, I might have one for him in there. Good. Of the Avis locks. I hear they're really good. Well, you could, and I can print them without the windows too. I mean, that's easy to get rid of. But if you're going to do that, then honestly, just go buy some from 44 Delta, because he has ones that fit my picks. It's just I had some people asking about the windows, so that's why I made them with the windows in it. They're just a press fit triple magnet inside. They lock on pretty well, snap together nice. Nice and stackable. Hey, backstabber, how are you, good sir? My next door neighbor. Lives just up the road just a little ways. We need to finagle a connection at some point. Get together and BS a little bit. BS over a beer. Yeah, I figured you would appreciate those rakes, Stu. Another 6835. This is the Pro Series 6835, so it's different than the ones I've got. I am good. Doing better all the time, getting caffeinated up. And then the other one for you, Stu. The little pocket set. I got him to make it with a dog leg for me. It had to be done. I really like this little kit. That one's sweet, and it fits in the wallet really nicely. So, oh, and Mr. Handcuff and Stu, maybe you can fill me in on on all of this. If you've seen these, they're not on their website. Here's a little clips that came in the order. You can see they've got like a ruler on one side, like a saw blade edge here, maybe a bottle opener or something on that side. I don't know if it's strong enough for it. And I'm pretty sure right there you've got handcuff shim. How cool is that? Yeah, so this fourth set, the rest of it's a standard, right? It's got their little rake, and then a little 2-pin rake, and then a short flat, and then the dog leg. Oh, like it. I really like that. Yeah, I'm guessing bottle opener. I got a couple of those. Got a couple of these nice little engraved combs. So more stuff that can be thrown in on some giveaways at some point. Got another lovely little. Those are not TSA approved. What TSA don't know about don't hurt them none. Just saying. That's a double lock peg shim little ruler. Yeah, you're right. That would work as a double for the double lock, and I think it'll also work as a shim. I'm betting. I'll only try it out and see, but it's cool. They're really neat. Really neat that he threw a couple of those in there. And then there's the other set of picks. Get a load of the color variations that show up in that with those skulls. I mean, you talk about beautiful. And that was a mistake. Well, I'll take those mistakes all day. Because they're gorgeous. They're gorgeous, good sis. They're gorgeous, I tell yous. All right. What else we got going on out there, guys? Anything good? Our Mountain Mick is in here in the house.
Sure.
Heidi ho there, Mr. Mickey. Not much. How are you? Not going to be a super long live today, but
I just came to help you stretch it out a little bit.
Well, the wife is upstairs with 2 grandkids and a dog, and I can hear her up there going postal already. So.
Oh yeah, the big dog goes away and everybody comes to play.
Well, and she's stuck with the dog for a couple of days while I'm gone, so that ought to be fun because the dog doesn't listen to her worth of crap.
That's because you're the pack leader.
You know, I am getting close as well, Stu. I can't say I'm getting close, but I am. Look this up because I was planning on trying to do another giveaway when I hit 500. I am at 396 subscribers right now.
All right.
So it's climbing. Yep, just about to 400.
Absolutely. Well, I will once I get done being here for a second. I believe I've got a couple of spares from Miss Mountain Mix that have not yet become members of the Greyhound Collective. So maybe I can help get 1 or 2 of those to help push you across the line.
So what I'm hoping to do is to pull off a giveaway. I'll do another one, like I said, at 500. It'll be my next big giveaway. This was just having to have some extra goodies laying around, so I figured, hey, we'll share it with the community, give it out to people.
For sure.
Yeah, I don't really do enough content, so my channel doesn't grow a whole lot. I had a couple of shorts that I did the past couple of days, and
they were great.
I picked up like 8 subscribers off of those, so that was kind of cool.
The vertical stuff brings new eyes in, and it's been a busy last week or two, actually, for anybody putting out videos. It's been a really good time. Apparently, with the cold weather and the holiday of Halloween, everybody's really been jumping on a lot lately. So,
yeah, apparently. Yeah, I need to. There we go. There's a little Ace brass. There's your brass, buddy.
Brass man. Beautiful. I'm mounting up this other best that I have not played around with yet. I've been playing around with these best cores. I got one of them open last night.
I do believe that I have a best padlock being sent to me.
I want to make these both into padlocks, Greyhound. That's the overall plan. I want to get some sweet, sexy bodies. Maybe even maybe even a brass one if I'm lucky.
Yeah.
And
There might
hopefully,
be Rusty Spoon. There might be another pocket set. It depends. I got to work out what I'm going to put in there. I have something else that is currently in the works that if I could pull off a couple sets of those, that would be kind of neat to throw in there. I'm not going to give anything away yet because I don't know if it's even going to happen. But
yay, do
things
it,
in the
do it.
works. We'll see what we can do.
Let's do it.
Got to reach out to a couple of people and see what I can put together for that giveaway. And I've got somebody else working on making something for me.
Sweet.
And then we still have the giveaway for the Hellhounds.
Oh yes.
I was talking with him about that. He's on a business trip for a bit. When he's getting back, he's going to try and finish up the. Ooh, you have ones coming from Croatia, huh, Stu? Awesome. He's got to finish up the last two of those, and then we'll line up and do the giveaway. We've got the stickers and magnets done that'll go with it.
You talking about Mr. Runesmith?
I am.
Excellent. He's still working away at a 3-pack for Mountain Mick as well. I'm really looking forward to those, but you never rush the chef. I told him take as long as you need. Let the
That's
man
right.
cook.
That is exactly right.
I don't care when it is.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Chuck Soup. He clipped out who the winner of the pocket set was because I told him I'm old and I forget shit. But hey, I made a note on my doc too, so got it.
Yeah, Chuck is a really helpful guy to have on your side.
That's right. You did win that, didn't you, Stu? There was some cool stuff in that one too. So you got a nice set coming. I've got a package on its way, I think, from Nick's Picks. That one from
Nick makes some nice stuff too. Sorry, big dog.
Oh, he does. He makes some beautiful stuff.
Trying to get you guys situated so I don't bump into the camera while I'm doing a little half diamond fumbling here.
Get these handles finished up and sent out to Mr. Brian Breaks Shit.
Brian's got all kinds of goodies lately.
Huh?
I said Brian's been getting all kinds of goodies lately. I've seen him on a Greyhound Fest. You must be
right.
Frequent postage miles for him lately.
Boy, I tell you, I've got one other gentleman that, man, that guy has bought so much stuff off my shop. It is
Rob?
It's to the point where I'm like, I don't have any more swag to send you, dude, because you've got multiples of everything I've got. I have run out.
That is a dog collector there. It sounds like Rob or Delbert.
I don't think he's on YouTube.
Oh wow. He's just a connoisseur of the best stuff then, huh?
A lot of the leather cases, a lot of these little executive cases.
Oh, they're amazing. I want one myself.
I think he bought like 3 of my pocket sets. He says he gives them away to other people and does stuff with them.
I can see why. They're top shelf stuff.
Sharing a lot of cool stuff with me. He shared a cool video. I need to share that one out for other people to look at. You've seen those locks that have the flexible key, the chain keys?
I personally have not. You'll have to show me one of those.
He shared me a video of one of those that's actually a cutaway, so you can see how that key snakes its way through the keyway to open them.
I'd love to see it. I'd love to see that. I have not seen that at all, but it sounds really cool.
Oh, thank you very much, Stu. That is amazing. Have you had a chance to try any of those 410 bodies out? Did you pick that one I sent you yet?
Mid-made bodies?
Yeah.
Sweet.
I picked one that was a complete lock for him to pick. I can't pick and open a 410 to save my soul. So I said, you need to pick it and then spin the core and make sure that you don't dump any pins out. But it should be rattle-proof. Yeah, those
should be rattle-proof.
Awesome. Yeah,
that's reassuring.
The 3D print that I grabbed was not did not have it set up to be rattle-proof. So I modified it and altered it and added in there so I could do it.
Right. That sounds pretty cool, big dog. Definitely. I haven't got but one 410, but I really love what you and the guys over at Mitten Made are doing. you vets deserve everything. That's the way me and my wife feel about it. Neither one of us were service members ourselves, unfortunately, for different reasons, but we are very, very thankful for the service all you guys have done for this amazing country, and you guys deserve everything, man.
You guys will get a kick out of this one. So this year I went and I bought the veterans plates to go on my truck. And here in Wyoming, I can buy personalized license plates and have them custom printed for less than what I can a set of veterans plates. So I reached
Wow.
out to the state and I said, "Why the hell do these cost more than a personalized plate?" Well, it's
Why
for
are
special
taxes?
projects. And I was
Why
like,
are
"Well, what do you
taxes
mean by
not
special
covering
project?"
veterans?
Well, it's so we can print out brochures and material to give to veterans to let them know what benefits are available to them. I said, leave
Right.
it to a damn politician to make the veterans pay to find out what the benefits are that are available to them.
That's exactly what I was thinking, Greyhound.
What
Why is
a
that not
joke.
covered by our taxpayer money?
That's
The
right.
veterans shouldn't have to pay for their own stuff.
But
That kind of
somehow
negates
did the
that
law
negates the whole
veterans.
purpose of it being gifted to them.
That's what they wrote into the law when they passed it.
Trash.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty shitty. Leave it to a politician, man.
Yep. I feel you there,
But
Greyhound.
I'm
We
pretty
avoid
practical.
politics. We
I try
avoid
to be
politics
practical
like
in what
the
I can.
plague, but I do hate all politicians. I'm with you.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
for the
Yeah, it
most
doesn't
part.
matter. Doesn't matter what side of the aisle are on. They're all out to just try and get their pockets lined.
That's
In the
right,
end, that's
sir.
what it is.
They're
That's why
rich.
it shouldn't be a career. There should be term limits on every single one of them
Yep.
because
I
they shouldn't
think
be able to sit there and just run up millions and millions of dollars.
I think it was Mark Twain, Samuel Clemens, who said politicians should be changed often like diapers for the same reason.
Yep,
And I
100%.
agree completely. Term limits are something we need to go to even less
The problem is
time
they're the ones that
these
have to vote
days.
on it, pass that, and put it in, and they aren't about to do that.
No, that's the problem. The system is old guarded by the people who are the problem. So it's impossible to make a change that's of any significance because of that. Of course, they're going to cover their own butts and make sure that they keep getting paid hella big money. So
Yep.
it'll never improve as long as
Some
that's
days
the
I can
system.
open this lock, other days I can't get anywhere.
I have never even tried this one, sir, but I figured last
Yeah.
night I got super lucky and half diamonded my way into the other one. So I'm just
This is
giving it
my
a try.
this is my Medico.
The M3?
I don't know. Here's what it is. Here's what she
Okay.
looks like. And
Okay.
all it says is
Sexy.
Medico on it.
Right.
It's a biaxial.
Oh, a biaxial. Okay.
So there's the key. Biaxial.
Nice.
There she is. There's all those lovely curves for twisting and curving in the pins.
Oh, yeah. I've heard
I
about
can
that. How do
I
you
can get
twist
it.
the pins, Greyhound, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I wish I could tell you exactly that I know what I'm doing, but
Uh-huh.
somebody else honestly said use your dog leg because for whatever reason, as you set the pins with the dog leg, it rotates them into place for you, and it does. I mean, I've been progressively pinning this thing just to try and learn how those things work and how the sidebar works, and I'm up
Uh-huh.
to 5 pins in it, and I can open it about 50% of the time with 5. I go to 6, and I'm screwed. But
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
working
I
on it
found
because
this chat. There we go. Sorry,
I
guys.
want to try and get this one done so I can do my purple. I'm one lock away from that.
Hey, guys, I just found out where my chat was. It's harder when you're a guest to find the chat. So now I have chat. Sorry, I couldn't answer or see anything you guys were saying until this very moment. So, hey, everybody.
Half diamond, that's the answer. That's the answer to
Always,
what?
baby. For everything, half diamond is best friend. You can feel around with it like a blind man. You can rake or a hybrid with it. You can SPP with it. It is a jack of
Yeah.
all trades tool. It may not be the king of any, but it is certainly a jack of all trades type tool.
Oh, I use a half diamond every so often, and yeah, they work very well. And like you said, you can get just about everything with a half diamond.
My favorite
You
part though is using it.
pick it,
I'm
whatever you want.
sorry, Graham.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was just going to say my favorite part of a half diamond is actually not the picking with it. I use it like a set of eyes to feel my way around any new lock and kind of feel out the spring tensions and get my tension figured out the way I want. And it's just a good tester for me.
Yep. You honestly, you're talking about why TFP Chris says they should make federal minimum wage $7.50 an hour. And I get it. They're really not paid that much, considering they have to deal with Washington D.C. What is it, like 130,000 a year or something that they make? It's not really that much in the grand scheme of things, considering how expensive it is in D.C. But what
Oh,
gets
for
me
sure.
is you look at these politicians that had nothing beforehand. They come in, and inside of their first term, they're millionaires. It
Yeah.
sure as hell wasn't off to what the federal government's paying them. So
Nope.
who's lining the pockets?
Back room, back room.
Absolutely.
It's just like doing YouTube, Greyhound. The actual company paying you is nothing compared to what sponsorship and backroom deals will get you.
Yeah. Well, you think about it. You have to have how many? Was it 500 or 1,000 or something before you can be monetized, and so many viewer hours? But at the same
Yep.
point, they're getting paid off of those ads that are going on forever in there.
Oh yeah, for sure. They're you're
Hey,
basically
Snake, how are you? All right. Well,
they're just throwing you a bone.
I think there, guys. I'm going to have to put him aside for a bit. I think there, guys. It's going to be time to go on to the second giveaway, and then I'm probably going to have to call her quits so that I can go play with the grandkids. Sorry, guys. Love you all, but you're nowhere near as much fun as my grandkids.
Absolutely not. I'm gonna jump out of here so you can do your thing and wrap it up, big dog. I'm just gonna hang in the
Yeah,
chat and enjoy.
going to throw these back together. Give
Thanks
everybody
everybody for having me.
Hey,
I'll see
thanks
you
for
guys in
joining
the
me,
chat.
man.
Always, Greyhound. Thank you for having me, sir. I really appreciate it, big guy.
Absolutely. All right, there we are. There they are in
Oh,
all
beautiful.
their glory.
Miss Mick wants some. Come on, me win. All right, I'm out of here. Thanks.
Just in time. Yep, there they are. There's a short hook and then a series of rakes. City rake. This looks like a Bigfoot. This has got the elephant or the elephant trunk end on it. There's a chaos, a half diamond, a triple peak Bogota, and a short flat hook. So it is a beautiful, beautiful set. Gorgeous drawing or art or laser work on there. So let us go back to the Wheel of Names. All right, I got to remove Fighting Lockpicker. Let me get him out of there. Boop. Let me share my screen again. Wheel of Names. Let's blow this baby up. All right. What do you think there, guys? Should we shuffle this a time or two? Everybody ready? Anybody want to put their bets? See if I go broke with 2 international shippings? All right. Here we are on. Oh, holy cow! See, Stu, do! The one that I was saying would really love this set of picks. That would really, really love them because of the rakes. How about them apples here, guys? Let me go make note of that on my document. Congratulations, Stu. Congratulations, congratulations. Holy Toledo. I know. It was rigged. It was rigged. I don't know if he's still in here, Stu. You still here? You lucky sucker. Man, I've been sending you a lot of packages lately, Stu. There we are. There we are. Holy crap, holy folks. You know, and again, I wouldn't be able to do any of this stuff if it wasn't for each and every one of you guys. So I'm tickled to death that I'm able to do giveaways, that I'm able to share with the community. It's wonderful. It really is. Make sure you hit the like button, guys, for me, please. Right? Got 15 likes right now. There's 23 people in here watching. Come on, give me a like, please. I really do enjoy doing this stuff. I love being able to do giveaways and share with the community. You guys rock and are wonderful. I'll be getting these. It was meant to be. It was meant to be. I'll get these put up on the website. If anybody's interested in handles that show off the dog leg artwork and the pick sizes through it. I have a few colors available, not a lot. I'll try and get more. Yep, thank you, Mr. Chuck Soup. Appreciate it. Right? It was meant to be. You know, if anybody was going to win rakes, it's got to be somebody who does a lot of raking, and that is a pretty rake-heavy set. I am not going to lie. It really, really is. See, look at that. Even with all these handles in there, they still fit in that medium case. Look at that. What a pile of goodness I've got in that case. I mean, what a breakout of picks and tensioners and chips and all kinds of junk, man. Thank each and every one of you that put entries in. Oh, I got to put this away. Love it. I love watching everybody's videos. There's a playlist out there of everybody's entries for this. Check them out. With single pin picking using a rake, which sounds easier than it is. I mean, it can be a little challenging. So that's why I did it. I wanted it to be fun, right? I wanted you guys to have a good old time. See, look at this. See, this is what I'm talking about. This set. There's that Mini Chaos EDC set. Look at how nicely that fits in their wallet. Talk about perfect. And then there I got that set over here. Ah, beautiful. How much is that doggy in the window? I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm thinking they're going to be like $3 a piece. That'll be with the magnets already installed, ready to roll. Be just a matter of throwing your picks in there and you're good to run. Hopefully that sounds fair, everybody. So there they are. Apply that in, pop that on there, press her together, and there you go. Handles are ready to run. And lining them up so they can stack all together nice and neat, lock together for you. There you go. All right, everybody. Thank you very much. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you have a truly, truly wonderful day. And we will catch you all on the next one. Later, guys. Mountain Mick, 8 p.m. Eastern, Mick or Treat Wheel Spin. Try and be on there tonight, guys. That'll be a good one. 3-pack, one of each would be $9 for a 3-pack. They're $3 a piece, right? 9 for 3. So I think that's fair, you know, for the time and effort and the printing and the filament and the magnets and all that good stuff. So